But our everyday activity, sometimes I think it's fun. It's not to be positive. I'm the mouse, what you need and you drink. But the money, what you got said about me. What did it say? And then nothing to do. And like the everyday activity that I want to no dispatch, the better we can keep your body. Not keep glass, nobody can be there. Go, every day activity, some money to go. Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everyday activity, something that we produce. Every day all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend, let them use their play. I'm for my love, do not take free. One chicken say, go, so concern. I do not take free. One chicken say, go, so crossing. Now every day activities. 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 People need practice upon another team. You are full of markets. No more happy link. Are you near? Get man of Babylon. Saka, I'm more than Saka. You must get my own car and you need to get some. Then you got me one paper back or I let to see another day. So I this, so I have to celebrate. There will no right, you say the road, yeah. There will be right, you say the road. You have fool, my dear, one of you. The pastor, your family, the cow, you are playing for my leave for one chat. I step up on the one and they track it back where I get one as it was say true. And it's your lead, but my let me know if you say my body. You are chill, Shaka, for your was in here for Sunday. We call it Sunday. What's the only difference? When chicken say, oh, so classic. What's the difference? When chicken say, oh, so classic. Now every day activities. 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 Now every day activities.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime unfolded, don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it, and I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see don't keep it. I'm a part of it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sigma Compound on the Bushra Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512 379, 0777 512 379, or 0777 255 030, or email us mayoba, mayoubahs at yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride. I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumped until the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athletes and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurney Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide. So we start the stuff. Come on, so go into it.
A pleasant good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia. Welcome to another brand new presentation of the program from the Printnews on Freedom 87.9. My name is Wendell Nimne, and I'm here for now, hoping that Esther Daku and our USA partners will join in as we run you up to 12:30 this afternoon. But I'm told that there is a situation going at the grounds of the Capitol. So shortly we hear from our, correspondent there at the Capitol. So we got a couple of stories to share with you on this edition of the program from the Print News. In our studio is the Inquirer newspaper, the Improfile Daily, and the Heritage newspaper. Stories. From there, we're going to be sharing with you on this edition of the program from the Print News. So, like I said, we will shortly join Pika Gonda from the grounds of the Capitol to bring us up to speed. So, hey, guys, if you are there, we are anticipating your call. Whatever you have to share with the audience this morning, we have posted. So let me see what I can link up with Higa Gonda, who is there on the grounds of the Capitol. Okay, Higa, good morning.
Good morning, Wendell, and good morning to your cherished listeners this morning. We're glad being on your show this afternoon. This morning, sir.
I'm told you are currently on the grounds of the Capitol. You care to bring us up to speed?
So I am at the grounds of the Capitol building where legislative politics for the 55th section of the Liberian legislature has resumed, I should say, because they have posted the flag here, and both houses have building. And there is too many attractions here from supporters from both lawmakers and some attached to political parties here. But one of those that is worth talking about this morning here is that supporters from both the CDC and the Unity Party are here at the grounds of the Capitol building. We first saw supporters of the Unity Party parading the compound of the Capitol building here. Later, we saw the arrival of the guys from the CDC. And not too long, we saw some level of situation where the two teams had to clash at a certain point, and we saw for a short while we saw the throwing of stone, but that situation, though there is a lot of police attention here, but that situation from all indications has been brought under control. But the guys again are as they will feel normally they are recalculating today, and we just hope that state authority, especially from the angle of the Nigerian National Police, they come and take charge of what is happening.
All right, Higa, thank you very much for the update. We have posted. Don't hesitate to call in just in case of any eventuality.
Most definitely, I will. Thank you for having this afternoon.
Okay, that's the voice of our man, Higa Gonda. He's there on the grounds of the Capitol, and you know today is going to be the the election of the Speaker of the 54th legislature. Did I say 54th? I'm sorry, the 55th legislature. And so our man is on the grounds, and we will bring you, you know, happenings from the grounds of the Capitol. So these are stories we have to share with you this morning. Those of you watching, those of you listening, we have three local dailies in our studio: the Heritage, the Improva Daily, and the Inquirer newspaper. So let me start off with the Heritage. The motto says the truth is our guide. And the top story says, as House votes for Speaker today, who is telling the truth over U.S. citizenship claim is a question. And we see displayed on the front page of the Heritage passports bearing the names of J. Kwanati Kofa and Richard Namwe Korn of the Unity Party. We see their American passports are all displayed on the front page of the Heritage newspaper. So let's run to page 10 just to bring you a few lines from there. As members of the House of Representatives cast their votes today, Monday, January 15, 2024, for different leadership positions, most notably the speakership, the debate has in the dying minute swayed away from who is capable of delivering the deliverables to who has the legitimacy as rival camps clash in accusation of U.S. citizenship. Both camps of the incoming ruling Unity Party, UP, and outgoing Coalition for Democratic Change have pointed accusing fingers at each other's candidate of being an American citizen, thus rendering the candidate unqualified to become a Speaker of Liberia. Specifically, the UP having accused Councillor Jonathan Fonantikopa of the CDC of being an American. The party is reported to be planning to challenge that legally. On the other hand, the CDC is also planning to throw a similar challenge on the UP's candidate, Richard Cole, who they allege to be an American citizen and a Nigerian background. Amid these grave allegations, passports and other relevant documents in support of the two men's American citizenship have been circulating on the world's leading social media platform, Facebook. However, these documents are yet to be independently authenticated by this paper. But Rep. Cohn of Montserrat County Electoral District Number 11, who was re-elected at the October polls in the 2023 presidential and legislative elections, has since denied of being a U.S. citizen. I got my green card on the teacher exchange program sponsored by the World Bank through the University of Liberia. Mr. Cohen asserted, I had green card that expired since 2018 during my professor exchange program at the University of Michigan. Since then, I have been traveling with InfoPass stamp in my Liberian passport. My last InfoPass expired September 2017, 2023. See attached. He added with some documentary evidence of his passport. Meanwhile, Councillor Kofa has not openly responded to the claim, but his passport copy in the possession of this paper got expired since February of 2022. This paper has not further enhanced during the tenure of Mr. Ahmed El Azim. I'm sorry, I mean that this paper has not established any trace of that passport being renewed since then. But what remains disturbing is whether these arguments would not lead to a legal battle that would lead to the postponement of the speakership election and thus further delaying the inauguration date that would lead to the country into some constitutional crisis. And that's the story there on the front page of the Heritage newspaper. Let's run to more stories. Let's run to more stories here on the front page of the Heritage newspaper. Refrain from making appointments until Maulu urges President-elect Waka. With exactly 1 week to take over the Unity Party administration, the former Auditor General of Liberia, John Sembi Molo II, has urged President-elect Joseph Newman Waka to refrain from making appointments until a comprehensive structure and framework are established and appointees thoroughly vetted. Mr. Molo pointed out, President-elect Waka represents the country's last and best opportunity to shape this new Liberia because his decision-making is characterized by firmness, quiet resolve, thoughtful consideration, and reason. Continuation of the story is on page 9. Very interesting. So let me quickly draft to page 9 and take a break for the continuation of that story. It says, thoughtful consideration and reasoning predicated upon this. Mr. Molu, in right out, indicated that in departing from the practices of the past 176 years, appointments should not be made haphazardly. Rather, there should be a concerted effort to professionalize the process, steering away from the creation of mere lists. Regrettably, many individuals who fixated on securing lucrative positions without delving into understanding Joe Walker's vision, values, corporate culture, and the legacy he aims to build. This highlights the urgency for a shift towards professionalism in our approach to employment, from Auditor General Molu stated. As former Auditor General Molu stated, pressure should not be unjustly imposed on Joe Walker. A staggering 90% of the government lacks clear terms of reference. It is essential to cultivate a mission-driven culture with robust TORs. A simple Google search reveals that the TORs are a top concern for Liberians, with over 2,000 calls and texts expressing dissatisfaction with the absence of job descriptions. It is evident that people are yearning for clarity. Establishing a strong and competent Director General along with capable individuals at the Civil Service Agency is pivotal to fostering a transparent and efficient government, he asserted. We are heartened by the growing demand among Liberians for clear terms of reference. This marks a new beginning and a decisive stride towards eradicating corruption and incompetence. Without well defined TORs, accountability becomes elusive, lacking the necessary benchmarks for evaluation, Mr. Molo insinuated. According to him, the absence of performance appraisals leads to a focus on malpractice, thus hindering genuine progress. He noted that in the business world, even a reasonable person would not hire an employee without a job description. At the General Auditing Commission, even janitors and security guards have clearly outlined TORs. Let us unite in this fight and ardently demand terms of reference, as it is a crucial step towards fostering transparency, accountability, and overall progress for Liberia, Mr. Molu adverted. Outcome driven and demonstrable critical competencies to her credit. Ellen Sirleaf rebuffed a man on a list for Deputy Minister for Curriculum Development who was a practicing PhD holder vegetarian. Yes, true, we need to fundamentally reimagine this new Liberia. Join the fight for a clean government in Liberia, he added. And that's the front page. As a matter of fact, let's run to our last story. And our last story here on the front page says, report Yombly set for white ballot victory today. All right, I've just been joined by my co-host Esther Daku, who was caught up in the traffic. But Esther is here, and so Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Lisa. Good morning to all of you just joining us, and those of you who've been following us since, most especially, I will always, you guys feel like you're following us on our Facebook page, and it's a delicious to have you guys still right here. Thank you.
All right, that's the voice of Esther Daku, who is going to be with me up till 12:30 this afternoon. So the story says, report Yombly set for white ballot victory today. As senators go to the poll to elect members of various leadership positions on today, Monday, January 15, 2024, this paper has gathered that the Liberian Senate has zeroed in on a resolution to make Rambassa County Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence the president pro tempore of the Liberian Senate. The report has been given further authentication by a supporter of the outgoing government of the Coalition for Democratic Change, Sino County Senator Councilor Augustine Chie. And we'll leave it right there and run you to the back page of the Heritage newspaper. Foreign Minister Maxwell Kimia hails Liberia's Egypt relationship. Minister Kimia made a statement on Thursday, January 11, when the Egyptian ambassador designate to Liberia, Ahmed El Azim Zihom El Shakor Fagley, paid him a courtesy call at the foreign ministry. The dean of the Liberian cabinet assured the Egyptian ambassador designate that Liberia is determined to strengthen cooperation with the Arab nation aimed at enhancing the growth and development of Liberia. He expressed optimism that the bilateral cooperation between the two countries will be, continuation on page 10, will be, it says, will be further enhanced during the tenure of Mr. Ahmed Al Azim Zihom as ambassador. The Liberian foreign minister also received letters of credence from the Egyptian ambassador and congratulated him for his preferment as ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary of Liberia. For his part, the Egyptian ambassador designate to Liberia said Egypt is keen on enhancing diplomatic ties between the two countries. He said the move is to enhance the present level of cooperation between Egypt and Liberia, aimed at promoting mutual understanding and collaboration across various fields. And then lastly, for the back page, father of twins cries out for help. What are you crying for again? What can I help you on? Let's see. You are making it twins, then you call for help. Or you get a twins now, you want help. That's smart. Well, so let's get to page nine and let's see. It says the father of a 3-month-old twin whose mother, along with her other two children, died in a tragic fire disaster in Yucatan. Oh, that's the incident that took place a few nights ago. You remember when we told you about? I think it was on the early morning hours of Friday. There was a fire incident that took place in Yucatan. All right, so the father of a 3-month-old twin whose mother and along with her other two children died in the tragic fire disaster in Yucatan seeking assistance in both cash and account for the welfare of his kids. Note that the fellow holding the kids crying is not the father, but one of the neighbors who kept them for refuge while the biological father was so emotional at the time of the interview. It can be recalled that early Friday morning, January 12th, at about 1 a.m. local Liberian time, fire gutted a two-bedroom zinc shop located right at the back of the Samuel Slovian Dole Memorial Institute opposite the famous Douala Market borough of Freetown. The bereaved father, who is also a local tailor, Mustafa Sama, narrated to media that the fire was first spotted at about 1 a.m. by another little boy who was lying down in the same room opposite their room within the house. Noting that the actual cause of the fire is yet to be figured out, although the National Electricity Corporation was on. At about 1 a.m. this morning, one little boy shouted, Uncle Musa, the fire, the fire. So when I woke up, I only took one of the babies and brought it outside. Then my woman's paws brought out the other baby, but she did not reach out outside. She gave it to me, and I threw the child outside. Then she ran back inside the house, he asserted. Sama added that a few minutes later, while they were all in state of confusion, his course his patients gave remembered that the two of their five children, a boy and girl, students of the Point Four Elementary School, Joel Howard Taylor in Yucatan, was still asleep in the room amid the blaze. Oh, this is sad. Let's leave the story right there and we run to the In Profile Daily. Esther is going to bring us the Inquirer newspaper. The In Profile Daily says, in all that we do and write, in all that we report, come what may and no matter what, Liberia first. Senate faces tough leadership election. It's another story here, and it says check investors pick bones with Senator Chair and Liberian judiciary. And another story says Supreme Court orders rerun in Plebo 2 polling places. All right, and this is a very interesting story. All right, it says, oh, let's see where is it? All right, we are there, and it says it all started roses for grand. Okay, no. Where is it? Yes, we are there. Here is the story. It says the Supreme Court orders. Uh, the Supreme Court has refused dismissal of Speaker of the House of Representative Chambers' complaint by the National Elections Commission and order rerun in two polling places under strict security measures. The court also ordered NEC to conduct a rerun of the October 10, 2023 representative election in two polling places only, precinct code number 27020 in Old Sodican District number 2, Maryland County. The High Court noted that the decision of the National Elections Commission to have dismissed Chambers' contention without considering issues raised about violence by traditional people during the polling process was unfair. even though the Supreme Court noted that the election was not conducted for District Number 2, Maryland County alone for the Republic of Liberia, and voters were to vote for all the candidates and various positions. The court said there were 9 candidates, and each political party who had had poll watchers. Chambers failed to produce any of these poll watchers to prove his claims of ballot stuffing. However, the court noted that the threat of violence by traditional people to scare away voters had a severe threat on the district elections, especially at the 2 polling places named in Old Sodiquan, since there were narrow margins. Therefore, Chief Justice Yahya Yeneyo ruled that the NEC should conduct a rerun at 2 polling places, only polling places number 1 and 2 of polling precinct code 27020 in all Plebo Sodican district. According to Justice, or decision for the rerun, the rerun should be conducted under a strict security presence. At the same time, the Supreme Court has also ordered the NEC to set aside the results from other polling places while the rerun is being conducted at the 2 polling places. Also, the Queen is reportedly a stronghold of Mr. Anthony Williams, Chambers' major contender in the representative race of Maryland County District Number 2. He has told Front Page Africa that despite he did not expect such a ruling from the Supreme Court, he will put in place the necessary mechanism to ensure that he maintains his victory. Speaker Barbara Chambers had complained to the Supreme Court that the NEC decision to dismiss claims raised about the alleged discrepancy in the Maryland County District Number 2 representative election favoring Anthony Williams. He appealed to the Supreme Court to determine whether the NEC decision was legally appropriate. NEC declared Anthony Williams as the winner of the election, but in the letter dated October 23, 2023, Chambers complained to the NEC that there was a discrepancy in the process, leveling several claims. He said there were strange people in the polling places after the closing period of the poll, and polling was also allowed to go on after 10 p.m. According to him, the CDC was denied participation in the final counting process, and there was violence by transitional, or I think it should be transitional people who unleashed the country's devil. He complained to the NEC hearing officer and then the Board of Commissioners relative to said allegations, and a hearing was duly conducted, and a ruling made in favor of Williams that Chambers had no sufficient evidence to his allegation, declaring Anthony Williams a winner. However, Chambers took an exception to the NEC's decision and filed 36 counts to the Supreme Court to decide. The Supreme Court, however, noted that some of the counts mentioned by Chambers in his complaint were duplicated. On the other hand, the Supreme Court further noted that from the review of the record, the NEC response provided to no basis for the answer to allegations made by Representative Chambers. Nonetheless, the court says that the disappointing response of the NEC in no way gave rights to Chambers' allegations, since Chambers was also under obligation to produce substantial and cogent evidence of his allegation, and that mere allegation is not proof. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court said despite most of the claims by Chambers lacking basis, the actions of the traditional people steering violence must not be ruled out, since there is a close margin of votes between the 2 contenders. And those are all the stories we can share with you this morning from the AIM Profile Daily newspaper. And that's okay. That's the front page. Let's see what is on the back page. African Catholic bishops reject Vatican same-sex blessings, and CBLD commissions or banknotes March 1. Another story says, I have not received a dime, says 53.34 carat diamond finder. And then we have received a letter of credence from Egyptian envoy CDC to low Senate pro temporary position. And lastly, Supreme Court order NEC to certificate Kane. Well, folks, those are all the stories we can share from the In-Profile Daily newspaper. Let's send controls to Esther Daku to bring us the Inquirer newspaper.
Alright, this morning the Inquirer newspaper is right on my desk, and the top story says require as Inquirer founding founding father celebrates 32 years of commitment in Julius. Inquirer remembers founding father celebrates 32 years of commitment in Julius. This story is right here on the front page of this paper. You can grab a copy to read of U.S. citizenship law contested as co-fi citizenship question. Article.
I brought that story already.
Oh, okay. So let's see more stories from the front page of this paper. In a give and take arrangement, Kanga Lawrence makes history. Members of the outgoing ruling coalition for democratic change have signed a resolution to the gratitude of many endorsing the candidacy of the Liberty Party ousted political leader Wendy Kanga Lawrence as the completion of the story is understood as fit very quickly in its great completion of the story. It says Senate Pro Temple in the 55th legislature, the Hamilton Hotel retreat witnessed 24 senators affixing to the their signatures to the resolution in the context of give and take. If they are to ensure that Senator Kanga Lawrence emerges as pro temple, the give and take package places Kanga Lawrence as the president pro temple. Augustine chairperson on judiciary, James Barney, chairperson on executive, Abraham Darius DeLong, chairperson of foreign affairs, and Sir Joseph, chairperson on health. Others are outgoing pro temple Abachi, chairperson of public works, Level Brown, chairperson of rules, order and administration, Prince Navy, chairperson of ways, means of finance, Amar Kone, chairperson on public accounts and audits, Senator Borchas Sombre, chairperson on maritime, Simon B. Taylor, chairperson on lands, mines, energy, and natural resources, Edwin Robin Small, news at the ECOWAS Parliament, while Natanya McGill goes as chairperson of education. The resolution also signed by Filipino lawmakers who make up majority members in the Senate was done over the weekend at a Hamilton Hotel in Montgomery County following months of negotiation among all parties. According to our source, Senator Kanga Lawrence is the new being discussed for the position on Monday, January 15, 2024, which is the constitutional date. It is expected that if all negotiations remain tight, she will be officially announced as the new pro-temp of Nigerian Senate, symbolizing agenda violence leadership in the legislature. Representing Grand Bassa Kanga Lawrence, the current community chairperson of Youth Order Administration, elected will be the second elected female Senate pro temp. The first was Grace Beatrice Smyrna of Most Rider County, who was elected in October 2022 after the death of a then Senator Rose, that's the Senate pro temp, Kekura Otto of Pro Temple Minor remained in office up to 2003 under the government of Charles Taylor, the position to serve. Meanwhile, the resolution to nominate Senator Kanga Lawrence stands from internal negotiations led by Abachi, a distinguished member of the TDC, and in adherence to Article 47 of the Constitution. The exercise will be done through the casting of votes for the candidates of their choice, and that Lawrence will officially be replacing Chair to pursuant of Rule 14, Section 1 of the Senate Spending Rules, on the first day of the regular session following the end of the presidential election, the Secretary of the Senate or in his or her absence, the Assistant Secretary of the Senate, whose term shall not expire until his or her successor is elected, shall call the Senate to order, conduct devotions, and announce to the senators present that the Senate is without a president pro tempore to serve for the next 6 years. Well, let's stop it there, and I think bring you to the back page of the Inquirer this morning. Father accused for assistance. Well, y'all have heard it, but that story in the close, this one says synopsis of Cohen's passport. That's one of the stories right here at the back page of this paper. But let's see if we can bring you more stories within this paper. It says that Dean BBC is not a gospel, reading Bible, but a Western propaganda too, with a Kenyan. And that's just one of the stories within this paper. And let's see this one. I think it's short. Let's see if we can bring through one or two more stories. Generational change comes by preparation, not calculation. This is story, and let's see what we have on page page 2 of this paper. Another cook as speaker or is a question. You see a photograph of the profile right here. So, we see the photograph of whom also right here. It says to this 72 persons who were elected out the various electoral districts from across the country will be sworn in as lawmakers of the House of Representatives and members of the 55th National Legislature, after which they will make their first decision either on the side of the country or for their own benefits. Article 31 says each member of the legislature, before taking a seat and entering the form of rules of office, shall take a subscribe to a solemn oath or affirmation before the presiding persons and other members of the House to uphold and defend the Constitution and laws of the Republic and to discharge faithfully duties of such office. Anticipating to assume the duties of a representative, most of these folks, it is not all of them, campaign to their constituents that if elected, they will put aside their personal egos and work in the interests of the country, which will inevitably bring social economic development and improve the living conditions of their people. I think so far so good. That's all we're going to take from the Inquirer this morning. Let's take a truth to with that.
Thank you very much, Esther Dapu. Let's recap for you the stories we brought you, and then after that we run to our break. And when we come back, we're going to be looking at a statement that was made yesterday by the outgoing president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. George Manabuya. Well, these are the stories we brought you this morning from the Heritage, the Info, and the Inquirer newspaper. Let me recap for you quickly. The Heritage front page as House votes for Speaker today, who is telling the truth over U.S. citizenship's claim. It's a question mark to the caption. Refrain from making appointments until Molu urges President-elect Waka. And another story says, report Youngly set for white ballot victory today as Senate pro tempore of the Liberian Senate. So the back page of the Heritage, Foreign Minister Kenya hails Liberia-Egypt relationship. And then lastly, for the back page of the Heritage, following death of their mother in fire disaster, father of twin cries out for help. And that does it for the Heritage. Improv Daily is next. Senate faces tough leadership election. Czech investors pick bones with Senator Chie and Liberian judiciary. And then another story here on the front page of the Improv Daily. Supreme Court orders rerun in Plibo 2 polling places. Let's run to the back page of the Improv Daily newspaper. African Catholic bishops reject Vatican same-sex blessings, and CBL decommissions all banknotes match one. Another story says, I have not received a dime, says 53.34 carat diamond finder. And then the CDC to lose Senate pro temporary position is a question mark. And then lastly, Supreme Court orders NEC to certificate Sekou Kane. That's the ink profile daily newspaper. Esther brought us the Inquirer, and these are stories we brought you from the front page and back page of the Inquirer. Inquirer reminds founding fathers celebrated the 3 years of commitment and endurance. Will dual citizenship law be tested as Kuhn and Kofa citizenship questioned? And another story says, in a give and take arrangement, Kanga Lawrence makes history. Let's move to the back page. Father appeals for assistance is the final story on the back page of the Inquirer newspaper. So, folks, those are the stories we share with you this morning. We're taking a break, and then when we come back, we are going to be taking our talking points. As a matter of fact, we will be looking into the statement made yesterday by the outgoing president of the Republic of Liberia. Let's take our break and be right back.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime and body, don't take law in your hand on the red authority. And they can't take care of it. Come stop by here for us. Bring safety to your door. Whether you reach or you go. If you see a human talking, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see a donkey pay, I'm a part of it. The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Come stop on Liberia. On the second to interior. Keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Come stop on Liberia. On the second to interior, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Come stop on Liberia. On the second to interior. Keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Come stop on Liberia. On the second to interior, keeping us safe, the stopping ground for all of us.
Adults? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated. Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoma and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, V8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayuma and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sigma Compound on the Bushra Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512 379, 0777 or 0777 or email us mayoba mayoubahs at yahoo.com or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride. I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Boat Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for the shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: cold blue, apple kiwi, full red, and fitness orange. It's good for athletes and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurney Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
When you want some more provided, so we start to stop. Come on, so go 2024. Put it to the
Oh, folks, thank you for rejoining us on the continuation of the program from the Printnews. This is a regular feature here on Freedom Radio 7.9, and this program is brought to you through the kind courtesy of Grams, Topos, Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store, and they have 2 branches. One is on the Boardwalk Smart Road Junction, and the other one is there on Gurley Street, Center, Monrovia. And also proud to be associated with the program is Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. So, Esther, how did the weekend go with you?
It was okay, as usual. This time around, I had a couple of friends, my birthday's down the corner.
So, when is your birthday?
My birthday is the
Okay. The 3rd of next month. So, did you follow the president yesterday at the Pocket Clone Church?
Well, I follow a question of what he was talking about. Potential was actually the issue of the state of the for retirement
Mm-hmm.
and retired political stuff. He actually did not get on with me because, this is somebody who like young people believe in because I don't know the issue is to just to get you fresh. This is someone who like young people are putting their trust in, and believe that it can change this country to the next level and stuff. With the kind of hope that we have in our hearts that he will come at 2029 and all of a sudden he's telling us that he's not going to contest this kind of
So you think we can hold that constant?
well, he has the right to resign or retire if he wants. I believe he has his own reason.
Mm-hmm.
So we can now hold him to it.
Well, that's exactly what was said by the outgoing president of the Republic of Liberia that he's not going to come back in 2029. He probably was talked to by maybe his family, his kids, their dad. I think you have served Liberia, and it is now time that you redirect your focus on us, your family, because we always need you around. You know, there's too much politics. We can't even have access to our father. We can't even have access to our brother. We can't even have access to, anytime we want to have access, we can have access. But again, the president mug is not a holy Bible. Okay, uh, he came up and said it. Who knows? Maybe he could, bow to pressure tomorrow from the Liberian people that Mr. President, you are the face of this party, and to rebrand this party with another face is going to be a difficult task. We can do that, maybe in the not too distant future. But the president coming up to say he's not going to, contest in 2029, it's shocking. It did not go down well with a lot of people. Like you said, not only seditions. People are from other political parties who believe in this president. So coming up to say such, can you get that part of the? You want to get that for us? Okay. Yesterday at the Pocket Con Fellowship, that was when the president made the assertion that comes 2029, he's not going to go into, you know, uh, politics. He's retiring from politics. He's not going to contest the presidency. And we're trying to get that recording for you. So let's see whether we can get it from that part where he said exactly what we are saying. So Esther, can you please? Okay, Esther is going to get that for us. Hmm. All right, so that's the assertion made by His Excellency, the outgoing president of the Republic of Liberia, that he's looking at his current age. The president is 57. So in 2029, the president is going to be 63, and then 2 more years for his retirement. So he did not come to politics to hijack politics. All right, like some of us would say, the president wanted to prove something. Like he also mentioned that, look, they said you nobody, you are insignificant, and X Y Z. So that was actually what prompted him to prove something to the world that I'm not who you say I am. In the eyes of God, I'm a very important person who is meant to say a thing in my life and it come to pass when the good of Lord that we serve is not in it. So I did not come to politics to hijack it. All right, like some people, they won't die in politics. He said he's not here for that. He's not going to be in politics up to 90 years. No, he's not going to do that. He doesn't. He said, according to him, the strength will not be there. All right, the strength will not be there. So let's say for instance, if he comes back in 2029, right? He's going to be 63. So he got 6 years to serve. If he wins now, when he comes back in 2029, so 63 plus 6, you're talking about 69, right? So he will be 69 years when he's retiring from politics. And he said no. For him, he wants to retire the rightful age, you know, uh, 65. So I don't know who's now going to be the face of the CDC because President Riyad said he's not going to be a part of any politics or he's going to just be behind the scene. But to be deeply involved, to be actively involved in politics, he's done. He's done. So I think the president wants to, enjoy his life now, spend more time with his children, spend more time with his family, move around with his friends, and all of that. He's a young man, 57, with the age group. So he's not, an old man. But in Liberia, when they say you're 56, you're 57, it's that old man. He's not an old person. It's just that, he got age. He got age. And 65 years old, we're not supposed to be doing any kind of hard work. That's the time now for us to just, be living until God calls us. But not to be, doing any kind of heavy work, at the age of 65. What strength do you have? What can you do at the age of 65? What can you actively do? You know, it's even scriptural. When you are young, that's the time you have all of the strength. When you old, all your bones are weak. You don't even have the strength. All right. So the president is saying he's not going to be a part. He's retiring from politics, and I'm quite sure he wants to spend more time with his family. So let's hear from what our people have to say about the assertion made by the president on yesterday. We'll go to the phone lines and take your calls. Those of you listening, you want to call in, call us on 0776 104 104 086 500 104. The WhatsApp line is there for you. Plus 231 86 500 104. The numbers to call. And the Capitol building, the grounds of the Capitol building is hot right now as senators go to elect the Senate pro tempore and the representative is going to be, electing the speaker who's going to steer the affairs of the 55th legislature. All right, so the battle is on. Who's going to win the battle? At the climax of the day, we will get to know who's going to be victorious. So, in the meantime, between time, Esther and I will now entertain your calls. Let's go to the phone lines and take our very first caller. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, no.
You call on the show, you got to give us your attention. All right. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Waka. I'm calling from Freeport, Oregon.
Okay, you have a minute. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah. To me, the best decision the president ever made.
To you, that's the best decision.
Yeah.
Why you say that's
Yeah.
the best decision?
I need to say politics for only again. That is not a something.
Okay. All right, Waka. Thank you. Let me talk to this person. Let's take another caller. Hello. Hello, caller. Good afternoon. Yes. Tell us your name and where you joined the conversation from. All right. You listen to the president. What is your take? At the age of 63. But he doesn't, according to the president, he doesn't want to be like other African leaders who want to die in power. According to him, what? But he's not. The president did not say he's not going to be a part of the party. He is saying as an individual. Thank you. Okay. Okay. His heart is broken, according to the caller. Let's take more calls. Caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, good morning.
Good afternoon. I'm saying good afternoon.
Yeah, problem with your
Tell us your name and where you're calling from. We don't have the luxury of time. Let's hear your contribution.
my name is Philip Mutu. I call from out of Capital right now in Baba.
All right, Stanley, did you listen to the president's assertion at the Public Law Fellowship on yesterday?
Yes, sir. I listened to the president. I was listening yesterday when the president said, well, we put it in the country. But I think it's not something to say, we Christian, we are frustrated on. It's something that the president will do right. The president will do right, but we will continue to want, and we will continue to get side, the incoming government.
So do you think the president can change his mind tomorrow?
Well, with y'all, the president, I can tell the president is not, it's not Bible. The president, we have to put taking a rent to address the terrain and make sure that where you make an error, where most people that are just supporting this government, that you will see the necessary things to report that person. Then as soon as start preaching it, you see that president will move on. So that one is not about president, we need to rent. We will not rent, we will continue to come pressure. Every day we continue to remind with them as a reminder all the fake promises that were there by the so-called rescue team that tell the rescue mission.
Thank you. Let's take this person. Good afternoon. Yeah, welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you calling from. You say your name is what? Q, baby. Okay, David. Let's hear you in a minute. You feel very much happy for what the president said. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go to the lines and talk to Orita Doe. Orita Doe, you can call back. All right. Let me take this person. Oh no, I will not take you without feedback. I'll cut you off. You know me. I can't even stand people with feedback. Yeah. damage my ear for nothing. Let's talk to Orita Dove. Orita, welcome to the show. Orita, Orita, are you there? Oh my God. Orita, are you there? Go ahead, Orita. Let's hear you 1 minute. Oh my God, I didn't cut you off. Somebody just went off your took you off the line. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, bro. William. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Tell us your name and then you make use of your 1 minute.
Thank you. This is the People's Governor, Adamso Isaac, and I join you from District Number 10.
Let's hear you, Adonso.
Yeah, thank you. With this information yesterday and this morning, where some of us got this information, it's like we are sad in tears. But for me, like your first caller said, I supported it. Yeah, I support it. And it's good that President we are lead this. Because you see, this country, my brother, I was here before I go Ghana and come back. I was just a community chairman in my community. A good leader that you are with never ever miss you until when you leave the scene, my brother. There's a time, at the time I've reached for President, we have to live in like the family happily, my brother. You all know what happened here. You can the good that you can be the bad. At the end of the day, the bad people can be celebrated. So that the man go and say, my man, my wife is not doing politics, but she, I said, look, they may congratulate President and President Parker. The lady shed tears. She said, wow, that kind of country we in with all the group yesterday. It meant it for Labrador people that kind of thing came over the men. So let them know what they love you, what they happily.
Okay.
The men children them who let them and they take their life and the men they love it. The Labrador politics will so at the end of the day, somebody will fill in that gap. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution, Adonso Isaac. Let's keep the calls coming in. Let's take more calls this morning. Let me talk to you, this person. Caller, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah. I'm still a QT forward calling from Johnson Street.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
I said if I would have to send a person to.
You are satisfied with the decision.
Yeah.
Oh, so
They
you
got
want?
qualified people in the party. Yeah?
Oh, they got qualified people in the party.
That man will rather enjoy your life.
Okay,
They tell you something you need more than other people. So,
okay. All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Erickson, for your contribution. Let me talk to this person. Hello,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fine. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm a boy calling from Radio Pennsylvania.
Go ahead, let's hear you in 1 minute.
Yes, 400% supported the Senate bill yesterday by the President, George Manawia. I love it so much because his mother and myself from the same country. I would let George we have to live a life and for somebody to kill him for nothing. That's what people don't love food.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So sweet. Let's take this person. Hello, you calling us from the noise now? Then when I tell you, then you say sorry, right? Good afternoon. I think your line is better now, Jacob. Go ahead. Let's hear you in 1 minute.
thank you, Michelle. My contribution for me, thank for the show, thank you and for the show. But my contribution has to do with, hierarchy for social the CDC.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have checked out by even some of the schools, government officials on the every time we are someone with a decision, national decision, you know, the people will be the party, who are working with the thousand in opposition, they think coming out for the party to actually be like defending, and it can be the first group of people who start talking back at Georgia. And you see, Israel life was mainly and something very good. You mean, it's just after the president of the amount of country, on the where the point of what are getting in, not that the back. But if you want to make more, they're going to decision, we're not going to visit. Today, most people, they're like, put-ups, right? They're like put-ups, they're like put-ups to Georgia. You know, I think when you see him visit there, when the men were considered defeat, he saw, but you listen to what God is the party, you know, official away. How their party is different for the decision of we are the party will go to vote for the election before the vote challenge the vote. You get challenge of even like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon. Let's hear you, Bob. Go ahead. 1 minute. Wish you many prosperous 2024. Amen. Amen. Okay. Okay. Okay, Rabbi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's take two calls and we send controls to Esther to go to our comment section. All right. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Print News. Tell us your name and where you join the conversation from. Pastor, well, you have 1 minute to make your contribution. Let's hear you. Are you telling us that the president, the outgoing president, was betrayed? Okay. Yeah, people were fought. Thank you. Thank you. They were there for themselves, according to the caller. Let's take you and then Esther come in with our comments. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show, Edmund.
Yeah, thank you. Well, very heavy hand. Just what I'm happy is wondering what was happening, for us, the children that are not ready for maybe family, I will be going to be as well because we are at the end of the election. All of us agree that if we really win the election point, we know how you work on digital really good because of this thing. And it's not there. They must not be able to come together, even if they must be all right.
Edmond, you there? Oh my God, Edmond, I didn't cut you off. I think there's a network problem. But let's send controls to Esther to read out the Facebook comments, and we'll come and take two calls, and then we close it.
All right, let's start up with Isabella Ferguson says, "Good morning, Freedom. I'm following from Jamaica Road." Yankee Johnson says, "Good morning, Big Brother, and good morning, Freedom." Emmanuel
Good morning, Yankee.
Wantu Saki says, "Good morning, Wendell Lee and Esther Daku. I'm watching for Freeport Community, Patpoya, Bushwa Alley, and Amos and Tumet. I think it's Tumet
Yeah.
says I'm watching from Boulevard Dunkin' gas station. Thanks for the update. Salia M. Nyan says good morning from the Print News. I'm following you live from Capital Bypass. And Stanley Bosie says a very pleasant good morning to Freedom Print News, sponsored by Time Stoppers Liberia, watching live from the grounds of the Capitol building. I am Stanley Bosie, Wendell, and Esther, along with the Liberian people. We are here at Capitol Building as we accompany our hard-working lawmaker in person of Honorable Frank Southport from District 9, Representative Bravo to the incoming Speaker, Honorable Funanti Kofa. And David Nina says, "Good morning. I'm watching from Jacobtown. We have thanks for the good work you are doing for the Liberian people." And we have Mahuri Chelsea Suarez says, "Good morning, Window and Esther. Thank you guys very much for bringing credible information to us. We pray that Freedom Radio Liberia should expand to the 15 counties across Liberia for audience to be informed." Shelley Scott says, "Wendell, you was healing Yeke. You was healing Yeke. I listened to him on Spring Talk last night, hearing JMB invite him no more press conference." And for Trinium, Abel says, "Good morning, Freedom Family. I'm watching you from ELWA Junction. Thanks so much for the great job. May God bless you and guide you all." Fraud Abel again says, I, why, why are you mute again is what he's trying to say. I'm not hearing you guys clear. William Hub says, "Good morning, Esther. This is William Hub, watching from Minnesota, USA." Peter Lynn Peter says, "Fraud Trinium, Abel, me too." And Peter Lee again says, "Good morning, my freedom of my family. Following the discussion this morning from Single Chisholm Avenue. We are closely following the legislature today. I definitely know that Funati is the man best suited for the speakership." Lawrence F. Pico says, "Good morning, Freedom. I am watching from Blue Road, VP Road." James Pamela says, "The audio is too low for Esther." Okay, I think we're picking that up. Mary Tule says, "My black president, please don't do that to us." And Prince Joel says, "My name is Prince Boston Joel. Famously Paul Abraham Boston, William King, watching from the borough of Newtown. Speaker in waiting, J. Funati Kofa." Anthony Topa says, "For me, I say no. The president can bring us here to the river. He can cross." Okay, let's see the continuation of your comment. Please disconnect. Okay, let's see more comments this morning. As for me, I say no. The president can bring us here to the river. He can cross us like he crossed in 2029. When he was trying to say P. Castle Tumu says, "Good morning. I am watching from my Popo corner." Anthony Topa says, "The president should not be fast to talk like this. This is not good for the people." If I think he wants to say, as for me, I say no,
That's
no way
tough
to
what you saying.
go.
Forget about people's opinion.
I tell you.
That's all your own.
Wete says, "Good morning, family." Window and Esther, I think the president should go and rest. Progress Ulrika Johnson says, let Mr. Weah go rest." And BJ and B said he was going to resign from politics with Madam Ellen. So Mr. Weah is different completely. I think so far so good. This is what we have.
So far, so good. Those are the comments we have to share from our comment section this morning on the program from the Brain News. With just 4 more minutes to leave you. And so let's go back to the phone lines, take 2 or 3 more calls, and then we pat with you. So let's take this person. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Super Mohammed Kabara coming from Nigeria.
Welcome
So,
to the show.
yeah, I listen to your show. You know, we went to school now, the president and the president and another, you know, we are the man is the government, and now the people of the second, the rest of the rest, but the rest of the government, and the rest of the rest, the world will rest for another 10 years to come back. And when they're coming back, at that time, like, you know, this one is some like you, but for some of us, we are know that the government is putting power to the great government. The people who will be paid the government, the family, what they come to rely on that. After you have seen the rest, you will have been to
Okay.
after you know, the president, we have to see like the rest. That's the middle of the country. They should do things in the middle of the country. We will not manage our expectation and according to the emotional media. I will not manage my expectation and I will continue to get people not to manage their expectation because so on that country the rest of the world, question war, the success. All kind of things. So we don't get no management whoever it is not happen.
Thank you.
We still get we do that. Right?
Thank you. Thank you. Let me take our last call and we go. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show, Gaman. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gaman. Maybe we can squeeze in a bonus caller. Good afternoon. You have to be brief now. We're squeezing you in, so you better put some power in your voice. Start acting a woman.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Prince Coming. I'm boss my sister today.
All right, Prince, let's hear you.
Yeah, it's a decision of the president, and we have to set the decision. One of the things I have to say, president, you understand that we have more people in this country that second part that step for the party. It's because the two big things, this is why the second part that said, maybe something is going wrong, it's satisfied, let off, or just be dissatisfied, and you get country or whatsoever. Make it think about those that second part that step too.
Okay.
So I appeal to him for him to why for him to
For reconsideration.
reconsider.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, Prince. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prince, for your contribution. And on that note, I think that's all the time we've got to be with you on this edition of the program from the Printnews, January 15, 2024. But just before we go, we like to recognize some good friends who had some great time on yesterday. Mrs. Mala Pokui, congratulations to you, Mala Toba Pokui. Yesterday, you got married to Mr. Nambo Pokui. It was a colorful occasion held at the Shatim Event Center there on Dupo Road. We say congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Nambo Pokui. Congratulations. And today is also the birthday of a friend and junior brother, Obed Jiba. Happy birthday to you, Obed Jiba. You're there at Hot 107.9. Happy birthday to you. All right, thanks to all of you for watching. Thanks for taking up your time to follow today's edition of the program. Esther and I, God's willing, will be back here tomorrow with another brand new presentation of the program from the Print News. And so we say a big thank you to our sponsors, Ram Stuffers Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated.